The Special Investigation Team will be informing the court about Prajwal Revanna's arrest. This is a procedure, and as per protocol, the steps will be followed. Prajwal Revanna's anticipatory bail plea has been scheduled at about 12 p.m. today. But SIT, remember, has already taken Prajwal Revanna in custody. Anticipatory bail is usually before and if there is an expectation of an arrest to get relief. But because he's already been taken into custody, SIT will inform the court about the arrest at 11 a.m. And then there will be the bail applications and to what, as per law, Prajwal Revanna is also eligible to fight, and in his defense will also then approach the court. But Prajwal had applied already for anticipatory bail in the 3 cases. Remember, 3 cases at least have been filed, while there are hundreds of videos that have been circulated. Nabila Jamal joins me for the latest on that. Nabila, last night when you were constantly updating live on this case with Shivarur, there was of course this anticipation what will unfold. He walks in with a confident walk, but the fact is he's had his time too. That also raises a question. Today he's going to face the court, but 30 days of, so to say, a vacation.
Right, Pooja, in fact, the fact that he's applied for anticipatory bail itself should very clearly suggest that the man was sitting abroad trying to strategize and structure his exit out of these allegations. He's basically been in touch with his lawyers through which and through who he filed an anticipatory bail itself. So him claiming that he was in isolation and depression, I find it very hard to believe, because he's come very clear, sharp and trimmed with a nice haircut, etc. Had great access to all the basic essentials that he needed. And of course, the lawyers contacting him and him having conversations with them. And also, after those conversations, we believe he's also put out that video where he's claimed that he's going to come and appear before the SIT officers. More importantly, the anticipatory bail, which will be heard at 12 p.m., he's appealed to court to grant him bail, claiming that all the videos are doctored, that this is an attempt to tarnish his image. It's basically a smear campaign directly pointing fingers at the Siddaramaiah government, and more importantly, naming Rahul Gandhi in his video message, saying even Rahul Gandhi has made this a poll campaign. So imagine Prajwal Revanna has clearly been advised by his lawyers to speak a certain way. Whatever it is, it's for the SIT and the courts to decide ultimately. But we can surely speculate, considering he went absconding for 33 days. He was missing from investigation, evaded arrest, and we are, of course, undoubtedly people are speculating on the intentions. We have Sagai Raj as well, Pooja. If we could go to him, it was Sagai Raj's report that who told us that 12 p.m. the anticipatory bail will be heard. So over to you, Sagai.
So first we need to understand what is anticipatory bail. Anticipatory bail is a bail which has been applied much before the arrest could happen, when the accused or the suspect that there is a possibilities of him getting arrested in one particular case. That's when you apply for a bail in advance, much before you could even present yourself, or you could even come to your city if you are hiding anywhere else. So that is an anticipatory bail. But in this particular case, there is already an arrest which has been made, where the public prosecutor in the court will mention that he's been already arrested, he is under police custody. So the anticipatory bail is not maintainable. In legal terms, it is not maintainable. So they might ask the defense lawyers to file a fresh plea requesting for a regular bail plea. So he might be produced this evening, and on the other side, the Revanna's lawyers will be preparing for a regular bail plea in the court.
Stay on with me, because as we continue to track what's happening in this case, Sagai, also tell me, because this is going to be now, his legal team also will be ready, he's had enough time, and then comes in what the SIT has prepared in this 1 month as well. According to your sources with the investigators, do they have enough evidence? Because he has maintained all of this is fake and false. I haven't done anything. Where am I seen in those videos? And he has also maintained, and I want to add it here when he says, I was friendly with the victim. I'm surprised by the charges, because he's trying to make it sound that a part of it was consensual. He's going to use that for him. How do you think that the investigators will then proceed with it? Because then that makes the waters very murky in this case.
If you notice the complaint copies categorically mentions that the victims and the survivors who have registered a complaint are related in one or the other way with the alleged accused Prajwal Revanna. In the first complaint, the accused have alleged that she was a servant and she has seen several other servants who have been sexually abused by his father and his son, H.D. Revanna and Prajwal Revanna, and subsequently rape charges were imposed only against Prajwal Revanna in that particular case. In the second case, she's a Gram Panchayat member. She had to talk to Prajwal Revanna since he's an MP for official work, and on a pretext of doing some favor, he has raped her at gunpoint. And the third case, where his father is also booked charges of kidnap, later on which is converted 376 against Prajwal Revanna, that is the rape charges against him. Even in that particular case, the victim have given a statement under CRPC 164 where she has alleged that she was being raped. And if you notice, the SIT is in possession of most of the videos, especially the victims who have come forward and given a complaint. And when they showed the video, they said that yes, this is a video and this is the atrocities done by Prajwal Revanna. He has allegedly raped them by threatening them or trying to woo them or trying to do something else. So these are the evidence that they have. Apart from that, there is also merger done by the police. Merger means spot inquest, where they go to the crime spot, they can take the statement of the victims and the survivors and record everything on the camera, where they take the video evidence of the crime spot, and they also have the video of the sleaze videos which is already being circulated, and they might send the merger video at the spot as well as the FSL video to try and match those videos. So these are technical things which will be part of the interrogation, which will be done with the SIT as well as FSL to compare the video which has been circulated and the video that they have procured during the spot inquest. And they might also take the audio sample of Prajwal Revanna to match with the audio of the video which has been circulated, whether there is any kind of frequency or any kind of match is there between that particular audio and the audio in the video. So these all been done by FSL team rigorously and to identify what are the
Sagai, all of this will be important. Otherwise, you know, he can also get away by saying all of these are allegations, accusations. Where's the proof? It's me. I want to bring in Nabila also here. Nabila, when we talk about this case, when he returned yesterday, and constantly there was this, of course, heavy deployment of the police as well. What do you think was the situation on the ground in the sense of the planning of this arrest? Because the SIT team, remember earlier also, it appeared that he's going to land in India. It didn't happen. Finally, he did. So there was a lot of tracking, clearly, that was being done against him.
Yeah, and Pooja, like you said, tracking has been going on. Yes, there was an India Today. In fact, we should really laud our Bangalore team, our reporters, for giving us the most accurate information. In fact, our Bangalore team did alert our viewers that Prajwal Revanna was likely in Germany, in Munich. So we knew from the start that he was in Munich, but there wasn't a confirmation that came in from anyone, be it his family members or the police or the government officers. All of them maintained that they have no idea about his whereabouts. Imagine his own family, his own father who says, I don't know where Prajwal is. His own grandfather, H.D. Devegowda, who says, I'm not too sure about his whereabouts. He's not asked me. I have no idea where he's gone. In fact, Devegowda wrote a letter, wherever you are, Prajwal, please come back. Our family, otherwise you will be isolated from the family. You come back and face the law. H.D. Kumaraswamy has also maintained the same, that he has no idea where Prajwal Revanna, his nephew, is. So the family has maintained absolute silence on this matter, not pretending at least not to know where Prajwal Revanna is. And he too, being an accused in the case, despite multiple summons against him, and he is a public representative, Pooja, he is an MP, for God's sake. He, for one, must know the law very well, that he can't be going absconding. He's got to face legal investigation. If he's innocent, then he has really nothing to worry. The fact that he stayed away abroad, literally absconding for nearly 33 days, and then comes as per his will, according to his timing, reeks of privilege. And that's what we want to call out here on India Today. He may be innocent, may be guilty, whatever it is for the courts to decide eventually. But the fact is that he remained abroad all through these weeks when the victims were coming forward and testifying, many of them were threatened, many of them were weeping. He's really kicked up an entire storm. A whole SIT team of 20 members have been formed. The cops have been trying to move heaven and earth to bring him back. The man very strategically stayed away from all the action and comes down as per his will, his timing, and with great confidence as per what we see on those visuals. His body language looks very stern, confident, as if he's going to get away with it. Let's just hope the cops, as you said again earlier, Pooja, set the right example that no matter how much clout or money you have, the law will get the better of you if you are the guilty here.
And also the fact is, let's ask that question too, how many accused of sexual harassment and rape charges can evade the law for at least a month happily, even when so much of media attention is on them, for about a month away, and then decides to come on his terms. Let's also remember that it took him a month. I want to update our viewers, if you're tuning in right now, what unfolded since late last night. Let's bring you the timeline on your screens. So at 12:47 a.m., finally the flight that lands has Prajwal Revanna in it. A heavy police deployment, immediately taken into custody. You can see the heavy deployment and how he's escorted by the cops. Karnataka police and paramilitary then take him to the CID office where the SIT team is. Then noticeable was in the vehicle when he was being taken to custody to the SIT office, an all-women cop team. There was a message to it. You assault women, you exploit your position of a member of parliament. We send our women team to tell you that that cannot be allowed, and they are not afraid, and that to encourage the victims and survivors to come forth and speak up. So this is what has unfolded. By 2 a.m. he had been taken into custody. He is presently there in CID office, will be presented before the court. If Sagai Raj is with us, I request both Nabil and Sagai to please be on, because Sagai, do tell us, when he was taken into custody, no time wasted. It appears that it was a solid planning to be done, even though I will ask a question of why and how he was away for a month. But now that he has been taken into custody, can we expect perhaps a quick, fast trial in this rather than going on for years like we have seen in legal cases in the country?
See, we are hoping that it should be on a fast trial, but it all depends upon the kind of cooperation that they are going to get from the alleged accused Prajwal Revanna in this entire case, because there are only two things: whether he had to accept or to say that he is innocent, he has not involved in this particular case, it has all been fabricated and a political conspiracy, or else he had to accept, yes, he has done the crime. So these are the two things that should be done in the entire investigation. If at all, if he agrees, it will be going to be a normal procedure for the police to go ahead and take the margin and take a statement and file the charge sheet. If he doesn't agree, they have to go with the statement of the victims under section 164 CRPC and file the statement in the court saying that these are the allegations, but still he denies the factor that he has not involved in these crimes, and these are all political conspiracy against him since he is a public representative. So these are the part of investigation. So we need to wait and watch whether the government will go ahead and organize or allot a separate fast trial court for this particular case, as they had done in Hubballi murder case of Neha.
And in this case, of course, like in all, it's a democracy. There will be a legal right given to Prajwal Revanna as well. But let's remember about the dignity of women at stake, whose visuals there in those videos have been all over, and the hell that they are going through.